All right, listen, I don't even know where to start right now. That was that was the worst game I've ever watched in my entire life. Like, I've never seen a game. I've never seen a game like that in ever. There is no game like that ever. At this level in the finals, 30 you're up 30 at halftime and you lose that game? I don't like I've never I never seen it. Literally at halftime, I'm thinking, oh, this is over. This series is over. The Spurs got these niggas figured out completely. Like it's done. Pack it up. Get the rings ready. And then like everything just completely fell apart. And there's two people that are the root of all of this. Mitch Johnson and De'Aaron fucking Fox. First off, De'Aaron Fox needs to be put in jail for 5 years minimum or executed publicly by firing squad because he's got to be gambling at this point because there's no way he's been terrible this entire postseason. Awful. There hasn't been one instance where he was better than Dylan Harper. Not one this entire postseason. And everyone knows it. Everyone sees it. Everyone but Mitch fucking Johnson. And he's a head coach in the NBA. It makes no sense. I'm watching from my couch. I have no coaching experience. And I can see from miles away that De'Aaron Fox is your fourth best player. At best. Your fourth best player. What does he do for this team that helps them? Tonight he had his first good half in over a month. He hasn't played a good half of basketball until tonight. And guess where that got the Spurs? 30 points up. Look what happens when you play well, De'Aaron Fox. The Spurs should not be struggling to win any game ever. Ever. If De'Aaron Fox was at least half competent. But he's a bum. He's an absolute bum. This guy just got a max contract. A max contract. He's a veteran in the NBA. Been in the league 7 years. What has he learned? Nothing. You've played all this basketball. You don't know not to take that shot? You don't know not to dribble the clock out? In the finals? Like, did you not know the score? You're up. Hold the ball. Waste as much time as possible. And like, wait, why? You know what it is? It's because he was in Sacramento for all those years. They've never even been in contention to win anything. They've been into the playoffs one time he was there. Once. Other than that, they haven't been close. So he's a loser. All he knows is losing. So that's all he does is lose. He's not a winning player. He's a losing player. He comes from a losing organization. And we thought he was gonna be productive? We thought that his play was gonna lead to winning? He's been losing his whole career. That's all he knows how to do. He doesn't make winning decisions. That fourth quarter was terrible. And Mitch Johnson kept putting the ball in his hands. He had Dylan Harper in the corner. Dylan Harper had the best game of anyone on the team. Offensively. And he's in the corner down the stretch. He doesn't get a shot the last 10 minutes of the game. He's 8 for 13. Doesn't get a shot. De'Aaron Fox 6 for 16. When's the last time De'Aaron Fox scored over 20 points? I'll wait. Does anyone know? No one knows. This is a max player. He just got a max contract. He's owed $50 million next year. 50. robbery. He should be put on trial, death row. And Mitch Johnson. Why is the team shooting a three every trip down in the third quarter? Every trip, they're just jacking up a three. We gotta cut Champagne's minutes. We gotta find room for Carter Bryant, Mitch Johnson. Mitch. Carter Bryant was hooping in the first half. Hooping. Giving you great minutes. I didn't see him on the floor in the second half. Didn't see him. But instead, I see guys like Keldon Johnson on the floor. I see De'Aaron Fox on the floor. Champagnie on the floor. I like Champagnie, but you're not giving me anything right now. Carter Bryant's a better defender. His shot's falling. He's making good plays. Like, what are we doing, Mitch? You're a head coach in the NBA. You have the best seat in the house. And you still don't know what to do with your players? You still don't know? You still can't tell who's got it and who doesn't? Who's hooping and who's not? What are you looking at? What are you watching? What is going through your head, Miss Johnson? Like what? I gotta know, like, every time I want this game erased from my memory permanently. Every time, I'm not even a Spurs fan, genuinely. I just associate with teams I think are good. I just associate with the team I think is the best team. The Knicks are not better than the Spurs at all. At all. You can't convince me they are. I know the series is what it is, but you cannot convince me the Knicks are a better team. You can't convince me they have more talent than the Spurs do. You can't. Because it's not true. I've been rooting for the Spurs. I just think they're the best team. I root for that's what I do. I root for the best team. I root for the teams I think are going to win. I'm at heart, I'm really a Hawks fan, but you won't catch me rooting for the Hawks, not publicly. I support the Hawks. That's my team. That's not where my heart lies. They're not winning right now, and I don't associate with losers. Why'd I do that? Whoever's winning, you're a fan. You got a fan of me. I don't believe in the Knicks. I don't think the Knicks are a good team. I don't think the Knicks are the best team. Well, I think the Knicks are the best team because of Jalen Brunson. He's a midget. He's a dwarf. Why'd I root for a dwarf? Karl Anthony Towns? He's bisexual. Not like there's no one on. There's no. You can't name me a player on the Knicks that has aura. Besides OG, I like OG. I really like OG. I think OG should get Finals MVP. OG's really good. I haven't seen OG miss a shot in the playoffs. Seriously, only time he missed a shot was when Wemby blocked it. Other than that, like, OG's literally the perfect wing. I take OG on my team every day of the week, twice on Sundays. I really like OG. Other than that, there's not a player on the Knicks I like. There's not a person associated with the Knicks I like. You know? And that's also why I'm just upset. It's like, cause this in reality, the reality of the situation is this really should be a sweep. The Spurs are just a better team. Like, you can't tell me they're not the better team. But Mitch Johnson is working for the Mossad. Mitch Johnson is a traitor. Mitch Johnson doesn't want his own team to win. Mitch Johnson doesn't even like his own team. Why does he have so much faith in De'Aaron Fox? He's shown you nothing this entire postseason. He's shown you nothing. Dylan Harper has shown you everything. Hello, this was the second overall pick. Consensus. There was never a doubt. Hello. You saw what he did against OKC when De'Aaron Fox was out? Like, what are we? This should not even be a question. Name one person that thinks De'Aaron Fox is better than Dylan Harper right now, today. Besides Mitch fucking Johnson. Like, why do we have our... Dylan Harper is 8 of 13. He's cooking the entire game. He gets no shots from 10 minutes in the fourth on. He's sitting in Mitch Johnson has Dylan Harper sitting in the corner in the fourth quarter for the rest of the game, past 10 minutes, sitting in the corner while we are subjected to watching De'Aaron Fox actively throw the game. There needs to be an investigation on both of these guys. De'Aaron Fox and Mitch Johnson are criminals. Criminals. They should not make it back to San Antonio. They should not catch that flight. The only flight they should be catching is to Shanghai, China. Get ready to speak Shanghai Sharks. I'm sure they have openings. The NBA is not for you. At least winning. If the Spurs are a serious organization, De'Aaron Fox will not make it past June. If the Spurs are a serious organization, De'Aaron Fox will not be on this team next year. Keldon Johnson will not be on this team next year. The only way I can see Mitch Johnson on the team next year if he starts Dylan Harper next game, and if they come back 3-1. Other than that, Mitch Johnson should be fired. This is unacceptable. Unacceptable. You got people on Twitter making better decisions than Mitch Johnson. I'm literally watching from my couch. Why does Dylan Harper not have the ball? Why does Dylan Harper not have the ball? Why does Dylan Harper not have the ball? Possession after possession after possession. Dylan Harper is not touching the ball. Hello? Mitch, NBA head coach, you don't see a problem with this? But instead, as the head coach, you watch De'Aaron Fox walk up and down the court, turn the ball over countless times, miss open shots. De'Aaron Fox, stop shooting. Stop looking for your shot. I'm sorry, it's over. You don't have it. You haven't had it in a month. You haven't had it this entire postseason. I'm sorry. You should be, unless it's a layup or you're 2 feet in the paint, do not shoot the basketball. Your job right now should be to what's the word I'm looking for? Get other guys involved. Distribute. Your job right now is to distribute. You should not be shooting the ball. You need to find Dylan Harper, find Castle. The only reason Castle gets so reckless with the ball is because he's trying to distribute as well. That's not... Castle's true role should be the 2 where he's just attacking. If you touch the ball, you shoot or you attack. If someone's butt naked open, then you can hit him. Don't be trying to get other guys involved. Because every time Stephon Castle goes to try to do too much, gets thinking too much, the ball just ends up in the other team's hands. Every time. Every time. That's not his role. De'Aaron Fox is supposed to be the guy to calm everything down, get other guys involved, get other guys good shots, keep the process. But instead, he's the worst player on the team at times. The worst player on the team. He's lucky Keldon Johnson exists. Keldon Johnson does nothing. Nothing good for anyone. Anyone. This is crazy. I've never seen anything like this. I've never seen it. You're up 30 points at halftime. And Wemby gets no rest. Wemby got no rest. Up 30. You keep Wemby in the game. And you end up losing anyway. Why? because you employ De'Aaron Fox. You give De'Aaron Fox the ball, Mitch Johnson. If you're gonna keep Wemby in the game, you have to win that game. You have to. He's played 43 minutes. He's literally running on empty in the fourth quarter. Everybody sees it. That's not an excuse for Wemby. You got to be better regardless. You got to find a way, buddy. You're supposed to be the GOAT. You're my GOAT. But if you want to be everybody's GOAT, you got to find a way. You got to. You got to. We can't miss like 10 straight shots and can't keep chucking up threes. I know you're tired, but you got to make yourself useful at least. Or try. Because I know it's hard with De'Aaron Fox actively sabotaging the team, but we just got to find a way because everybody's going to be shitting on you for at least the next 48 to 72 hours. And maybe even after that. It might take till game 7 so they get off your dick, Wemby. That's just how it is being the best in the world. That's just how it is, unfortunately. You know, and it sucks because while you do get some blame, Wemby, because you play poorly, I really can't. Me personally, I can't blame Wemby. I can't. I just can't do it. You know, Wemby's forced to play both sides at a high level. When really, in reality, the best situation for the Spurs is for Wemby's offensive workload to not be that heavy. His offensive workload should not be that heavy. He should not be exerting this much energy on offense because guys like De'Aaron Fox are sabotaging the team. Because our head coach refuses to put Dylan Harper in the game. Because our head coach refuses to get him touches. I don't want to see De'Aaron Fox next game. I don't want to see him. I'm not gonna watch any more of this series until game 7, if there is a game 7. Because I can't watch De'Aaron Fox. I can't do it anymore. No. This is just frustrating. This entire postseason has been beyond frustrating. No series should have ever been this difficult. The only reason why the Timberwolves series went 6 games is because of Mitch Johnson. The only reason the OKC series went 7 games is because of Mitch Johnson. The only reason. You're up there, and this series, oh my, this is disgusting basketball I'm watching. You're up 30 points and you're double teaming me, Jalen Brunson. Why? You're giving me guys open looks. And then everybody starts hitting on the Knicks. Everybody's making shots on the Knicks in the second half. And you're still sitting double teams at Brunson. I'm seeing OG Anunoby get open shots. Right now, the last person on earth you want with the open shot is OG Anunoby. I would rather die before I give OG Anunoby an open look at the basket from anywhere on the court. OG took a full court shot at the end of the half, I think. And that bitch almost went in. Hit the front of the rim. OG's on another level right now. And I'm seeing OG get open shots in the second half because we said we want to double team Jalen Brunson. And we're missing rotations. Everybody's getting flustered. You can see it. My heart is literally saying, I'm like, there's no way. Every minute that went by in the second half, I'm like, there's no way this is going to happen. And in the fourth quarter, the broadcast cuts to Mitch Johnson with his little play sheet in his hand. It was like late in the fourth. And you could see his face. He was visibly shook. He was visibly shook. He looked like a sad dog. He looked like he was about to cry out there. And when I saw that, I'm like, oh no, this game is over. I'm like, oh no, the Spurs are going to lose this game. This is worse than 28-3 Falcons Patriots. This is worse than 3-1 Warriors. This is really bad. I'm not even like, I'm not even a Spurs fan for real. I just like Wemby. I think he's the best player in the league. I like D Harp. I just like the team. I just think they're the best team. And I'm really stressed. I'm not supposed to be this stressed. I really shouldn't care. This is bad. This is really bad. Really, really bad. De'Aaron Fox, yo, De'Aaron Fox needs to be coming off the bench. Really, that should be the sixth man of the year. De'Aaron Fox. He is not a winning player. He is just not a winning player. And it's because all those years in Sacramento, he's learned nothing of value. Nothing of value. Because they were never playing for anything in Sacramento. That one little playoff run, whoop de doo. Guess what? Back in the lottery the next year. Like, there's not they are not Sacramento's not a serious organization. And De'Aaron Fox is not a serious player. Tyrese Halliburton got out of there at the right time, before those losing habits started to sink in. This is really bad. This is really bad. The Spurs, like, if the Spurs are serious, they get rid of Keldon Johnson, they get rid of De'Aaron Fox as the postseason is over. As soon as the season ends, as soon as the buzzer hits, you take their keys to the facility and you ship them. Mitch Johnson too. If they don't win, if they come back and win, I can see keeping Mitch Johnson. Other than that, he should be gone, or at least they should be heavily considering it, because this is bad. Mitch Johnson has had some awful moments in the postseason. It took him way too long to cut Keldon Johnson's minutes. Way too long. By the Timberwolves series, it was clear Keldon Johnson should not be on the court ever, under any circumstance. Should not be on the court. But I keep seeing Keldon Johnson on the basketball court. Why are we not finding minutes for Carter Bryant in the second half? Like, is Mitch Johnson actually watching? Like, is he actually in the building? He has the best seat in the house. I don't understand these head coaches sometimes. You guys are on the sidelines. If I can see it from my couch, you can see it from the sideline. I don't understand. What are you watching? Who are you watching? What are you doing out there? Because it's not looking at the game. If you were watching the game, you could see. You should be able to tell we need to give Dylan Harper the ball. The ball should be in his hands. Free D Hart, man. This is really bad. You have two generational prospects on your team in Dylan Harper and Victor Wembanyama. And this is the product I'm getting. Mitch. If I was out there, if I was the head coach, there's no way we lose. There's no way. If Dylan Harper is not starting in Game 5, this series is over. It's over. I'm not gonna be watching. But if he's not starting, it's over. Because I can't watch any more De'Aaron Fox basketball. I can't do it. I can't. If he's not coming off the bench, if he's coming on the bench, maybe I can watch. But right now, dude, it's been so glaring. And he just keeps going back to De'Aaron Fox. Like, are you in bed with this guy? What is the real situation here? What is the relationship? Does De'Aaron Fox have blackmail on Mitch Johnson? Besides the $50 million contract that's hanging over his head? And who is going to give him that contract? Why would you give him that extension? Rich Paul, this is all your fault. You brainwashed the Spurs. You sabotaged them because you knew what was cooking over there. You knew LeBron was going to be in trouble once Wemby got going. It's okay. It's okay. Ms. Johnson should be fired, put in jail, prosecuted, investigated, death row, death penalty, as well as De'Aaron Fox, because this was really bad. I've never seen anything like it. De'Aaron Fox down the stretch in the fourth quarter is just throwing the ball away. He has the ball on the left wing. Castle's running off the floor. He's not even paying attention to De'Aaron Fox because De'Aaron Fox was not getting pressured. There was no one was really guarding De'Aaron Fox, and Wemby's in the backcourt, and you just throw the ball in their direction. Just throw it away. Like, dude, De'Aaron Fox, you're supposed to be the quote unquote vet of the team. You're supposed to be the one not making the mistakes, and you look like the rookie out here. It makes no sense. It makes no sense. And then on the pick and roll, he just gives the ball to OG. Like, okay, all right, I see what's going on here. Investigate Mitch Johnson and De'Aaron Fox. Mitch Johnson hates his own team. He hates Dylan Harper. Why? I don't know. I don't know. Second overall. You guys drafted him second overall. Second overall pick. And he's been showing you he's that good. This entire postseason, he's been showing you he's that good. And you just refuse to give this guy real opportunities. And like throughout the whole second half, Dylan Harper's not seeing the ball consistently. He's cooking. He has 21 points on 13 shots, 8 for 13 from the field. He's got everything going. No one can guard him at this moment. And we just go away from him. And as soon as we do that, we start losing the lead. Maybe if you kept the ball in Dylan Harper's hands, Wemby could arrest it. But no, Wemby has to do everything because Mitch Johnson is an idiot. He's an idiot. I'm embarrassed. I'm embarrassed for these guys. I'm embarrassed for the fans of the Spurs. This was bad. This was really bad. They got the Knicks fans out here celebrating. De'Aaron Fox, this is all your fault, dude. The Knicks are not a good team. I mean, they're a good team, whatever. But they're not better than the Spurs. They're not better than OKC. Like, what? What kind of world do we live in where Jalen Brunson has a championship ring? God forbid he get a finals MVP. What conversations am I going to start hearing Jalen Brunson in? Are we serious? Jalen Brunson? And what? Like, this is... I'm going to start seeing Jalen Brunson in talks he doesn't belong in. Is he? But I'm not going to lie. Jalen Brunson is nice. He's nice. He's not. He gets buckets. Okay? Let me give respect where it's due. He hoops. He gets buckets. But I'm not. But there's a lot of guys I'm taking over Jalen Brunson. Sorry. I just don't like 6 foot guys on my basketball teams. I just don't. I'm just not a fan. But he's nice. He hoops. He hoops. But me personally, it's just I have a different taste. You know? Like, people are gonna start saying crazy things about this Knicks team. And they're not all that. They're just not. The East was really bad. East was really bad. Let's be honest. East was really bad. Okay? They're not that. They're okay. You know? This is the only reason they're winning is not because of things that they're doing. You know? Although Jalen Brunson was hooping down the stretch. Oh, but besides exclude OG. OG, I love OG. OG is really good at basketball. But other than that, this is because the Spurs. This is because of De'Aaron Fox actively playing for the other team. This is because Mitch Johnson actively coaching against his own team. Okay? This is really bad. This is really bad. Like, I don't even like say I'm gonna be subjected to Knicks glaze over the internet for the foreseeable future, and it's just bad, dude. I'd rather the Thunder. I'd rather be OKC. You know, I'd rather be Shea and them. Cause the Knicks, oh God, please no. They're fans. Oh my God, please. They have this is really bad. I don't think people realize how bad this is for society, for the NBA, for everyone. We like there should be no world where the Knicks win a championship. This is really bad. This is really bad. What happened to the game I love? What happened? I don't. This is really bad.